Welcome to my channel Phi Concepts CHM. This is the 10th part of the series of thermodynamics where we will see the 7th application of first law of thermodynamics. That is, we will find the specific heat of a real gas. Specific heat of a real gas. Internal energy of a system is a single valued function of the state variables, that is pressure, volume, temperature, etc. Before I begin with the derivation, let me tell you that I have divided this derivation into three parts A, B, C. So this is the A part. In case of a real gas, any two of the variables, pressure, volume, temperature, are sufficient to define completely its state. If volume and temperature are chosen as independent variables, then we can write down the internal energy as a function of volume and temperature. Equation 1. Differentiating, we will get du is equal to, first we will differentiate with respect to temperature by keeping volume constant. So delta U upon delta T at constant volume into dt plus, now we will keep temperature constant and differentiate with respect to V. So delta U upon delta V into dV, equation 2. Now we will write down the first law of thermodynamics. dq is equal to du plus delta W. We can substitute the work done as PdV. We can substitute du here in the first law of thermodynamics. That is, equation 2 is substituted here as du plus PdV. Then here we can take dV common. So delta U by delta T at a constant volume into dt plus delta U by delta V at a constant temperature plus P is multiplied with dV, equation 4. If the gas is heated at constant volume V, then the change in volume dV is equal to 0. So we can write down the specific heat at constant volume as Cv is equal to du by dt at constant volume, that is equation 5. So equation 4 will then become this du by dt, we will substitute here as Cv. So here this first term will become Cv dt. Rest of the terms remain the same, equation 6. Now when we heat the gas at constant pressure, then we can write down the specific heat at constant pressure. So that is Cp is equal to dq by dt at constant pressure, equation 7. Dividing equation 6 by dt and substituting 7. So it's divided by dt, dq by dt is equal to Cv plus delta U by delta V at constant temperature plus P into dV by dt at constant pressure. So we have divided by dt throughout. Then we have substituted equation 7, dq by dt has become Cp. We will take this as equation A, we will require this later. Rearrange the equation, we get Cp minus Cv is equal to delta U by delta V at constant temperature plus P into dV by dt at constant pressure. This is equation 8. So this is the general expression for Cp minus Cv for a real gas. Now part B. For ideal gas, we will find For an ideal gas, the internal energy is a function of temperature only. It is not dependent on volume. So du by dV at a constant temperature is equal to 0. Equation 9. Also PV is equal to RT. So we can differentiate this with respect to temperature. So that will be PdV by dt at constant pressure is equal to R. Equation 10. Substituting equation 9 and 10 in equation 8 that we have got. This is equation 8. What you get is this becomes 0 from equation 9, and PdV by dt at constant pressure is R. So we get Cp minus Cv is equal to R, which we had derived for an ideal gas in the previous videos. Now part C. For a real gas, we will consider an isobaric process, that is the pressure remains constant. We will define a term called as isobaric volume coefficient of expansion, or it is also called as volume expansivity. It is the change in volume per unit change in temperature at constant pressure. It is denoted as alpha is equal to 1 by V into delta V by delta T at constant pressure. So change in volume per unit change in temperature at constant pressure. Rearrange the equation as alpha V is equal to delta V by delta T at constant pressure. Now we will use equation A. This is equation A. Rearrange the equation as Cp minus Cv is equal to delta U by delta V at constant temperature plus P, and here we have substituted for dV by dt at constant pressure. From here we get alpha V. Take alpha V on the other side in the denominator. Rearrange this equation to get delta U by delta V at constant temperature. Delta U by delta V at constant temperature is equal to Cp minus Cv upon alpha V minus P. So this is for a real gas. We had seen that for an ideal gas, this term delta U by delta V at a constant temperature was 0, but for a real gas we get this formula. So this holds good for an reversible adiabatic process. Thank you for watching this video.